Hello, this is 48 Hours True Crime. Today, we're diving into the disturbing case of Trinity Shockley. We'll begin by examining the background, move into the timeline, before closing with my analysis. Trinity Jade Shockley was born on October 26, 2006, in Mooresville, Indiana, southwest of Indianapolis. She lived with her father, Timothy Shockley, in the Colonial Apartments. Her mother died from a drug overdose. Trinity attended Mooresville High School. She identified as transgender and sometimes went by Jaime. On Tuesday, September 6, 2022, 15-year-old Trinity was struck by a vehicle crossing the street for her bus. The impact launched her into the air, causing fractures to her femur, skull, and both arms. The driver, Michael Simpson, was intoxicated. His BAC was .125, well above the legal limit of .08. He was charged with serious bodily injury while operating a vehicle while intoxicated. Nearly a year later, on August 28, 2023, Michael died. Trinity believed he took his own life. Trinity later told investigators she felt guilt over his death. She eventually recovered physically.
She even returned to visit the officers who first responded to her traumatic accident scene.
On Tuesday, Feb 11, 2025, the FBI contacted law enforcement about a potential threat to Mooresville High. The tipster said their friend planned a mass shooting on Feb 14 and had an AR-15 rifle. This individual had just ordered body armor and idolized Cruz, the Parkland shooter. That friend was Trinity, though investigators didn't know it yet. They tracked Crazy Nicholas on Discord. On Jan 12, 2025, Trinity messaged a user, "I'm close to shooting mine up. I have an AR-15. When pressed for the full scope, Trinity only replied, "Operation Janus. It's been running deep for a year." On Feb 7, she sent a photo of 10 AR-15 magazines, saying she was buying a bulletproof vest. 3 days later, Trinity confirmed the plan was still on and shared images of mass shooters, like Dylan Roof. Later on Feb 11, Trinity approached a school counselor to discuss ongoing personal issues. She admitted being sexually attracted to Cruz, writing to him, and wearing his photo locket. These disturbing statements raised alarm. Police quickly linked her to the Crazy Nicholas Discord account. On Feb 12, law enforcement interviewed Trinity. She claimed all her online statements were jokes. She said she planned to study criminology and join the FBI. Her mother's death was distressing her. She outlined the entire setup, a classic smash and grab during the New Year's Eve parade fireworks. But the cash wasn't the target, it was the... Trinity claimed she never bought a firearm, though she did consider it. She cited bullying after her accident. Her primary motive was to prove she was Cruz's #1 fan. She even built a shrine dedicated to him. Trinity Shockley was arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit murder and threat to commit terrorism. On October 27, 2025, she pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder, a level 2 felony. She faces 20 years in prison, with 7.5 suspended, meaning she will serve about 12.5 years. She must complete 5 years of probation, get mental health counseling, and is banned from researching shooters. When officers searched Trinity's room, what they found was alarming: a literal shrine honoring mass shooters. The shrine included posters, framed photos, and a wallpaper of the infamous Black Dahlia murder victim, Elizabeth Short. Her photo album featured mass killers. Her backpack had pins of Dylan Roof, Cruz, and Randy Stair. These weren't subtle hints. They were glaring warnings. It raises the question, did anyone ever look? Could intervention have happened earlier? Basic supervision could have changed this tragic trajectory. Her backpack held 3 handwritten journals filled with violent thoughts and self-loathing. She repeatedly identified herself as a loser who wished others to feel pain as well.
These writings suggest she was desperate for help, yet simultaneously idolizing violence.
A school employee confirmed Trinity repeatedly tried to access mental health support.
Every time, her father reportedly refused, stating he didn't believe in mental health treatment.
2 weeks after turning 18, Trinity finally signed up for counseling. But by then, it was already too late. Why did she develop these thoughts? Was it trauma, bullying, grief, identity confusion, or all of the above? The transgender identity angle drew attention, but her writings show her drive was hatred, nihilism, and admiration. What is justice here? 12 and a half years in prison is arguably a reasonable sentence. It punishes her crime while giving her time to finally receive the mental health treatment she was denied. Too much leniency risks sending a dangerous message. Too much severity ignores the mental health failures. In a world where so many say there were no warning signs, this case is the opposite. All the warning signs were screaming, but no one intervened. This is the tragic case of Trinity Shockley. Thank you for watching.